So the theory of change may be a new concept for you, and even for those that are somewhat familiar, it can be hard to understand and hard to put into practice. Theory of change demonstrates why you believe that the solution that you're developing is going to solve the root problem that you've identified and lead to the outcomes that you hope to achieve for your users. So students, parents, other members of the community, teachers, etc. So remember, it's a theory. You don't have to know for sure that it's going to work. That's what we're trying to figure out here. So what you plan to do as a part of your solution would be the first step, and those are what we call the inputs. What you've learned from putting your solution in front of some of those users, and that's what we do in prototyping. What changes that solution leads to for those users, and those are what we're calling the outputs. And then how those changes will lead to the outcomes, again, that you're hoping to achieve. So if you get stuck, take a step back for a minute, think about it. Is what you're planning to do really going to help solve the root problem that you're trying to solve for those users, whether it's students, parents, or teachers? And is it going to lead to that change that you're looking for those users?
If you're struggling with measuring your impact, I would advise you to think through a couple of things. I think number one, definitely keep it simple. When you're coming up with your baseline indicators, I think there's definitely going to be a tendency to make it really complicated and to research exhaustively what is actually going into what's going to make your prototype really successful. But given that this is just a very rudimentary type of prototype, you should be thinking up indicators that are really, really simple. So for example, if I'm coming up with a new STEM curriculum in order to increase kids' confidence in STEM, a great indicator that you could use is just a 1 to 5 scale on how confident they're feeling in STEM. Something really, really simple that you could use to measure a baseline at the beginning, and something that you can use at the end once they've actually gone through your prototype or once they've experienced your prototype. Don't focus so much on the results you're getting, focus more on how those results can teach you for future rounds. And this is the exact reason why we've actually developed the rounds to go from 1 stakeholder to 3 stakeholders to 5 stakeholders. We want you to just generate really great learnings in those earlier rounds so you can refine your prototype over and over until you ultimately get to your last round. You definitely should not worry about feeling like you're failing at this process. The only way that you are going to fail at this process is if you are not learning from the results that you're getting.